How's everyone doing? I'm back here again for a new video, and in this video I want to talk about It Chapter 2. I saw it last night and I want to give my thoughts on it. Before I start, I do want to say the movie is 3 hours long, so if you are going to go see it, you might want to go early, because we went at like 7:30 and we didn't get out till like 10:30. Like, it was just, yeah, it's pretty long, but I personally really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it as much as part one, but I did really enjoy this movie. There were a lot of things about it that were really similar to the first one. There were jokes that they made in it that were similar to the first one, that worked in the first one, but didn't really work in this one. There were, of course, your typical jump scares that are in every movie. And some of the special effects I thought were just alright, they weren't great, but other than that, I thought it was pretty solid. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the actors were great. I thought Bill Hader was probably the best. As Richie, I thought that he did the best job as, the adult version of Richie. I thought that he was great. But everyone else was amazing. And of course Bill Skarsgård was great in this one as well. I think that there's more blood in this one. I think there's more depth. There are more scenes of Pennywise killing kids and stuff, which I did like. Um, Now, like I said before, the movie is 3 hours long. It is rather long, and you do kind of feel it near the end. But I think what they wanted to do was, they wanted to have every character, sort of go back to when they were kids, and then they meet up with Pennywise, and Pennywise attacks them, and I really did like that, of how they remember how they were when they were kids, and dealing with them, because once they come back to Derry, they start remembering everything that happened to them when they were kids, and I thought that it was really well done. There were some moments, like I said, that were just like in part one. There were some moments that were funny that weren't. I don't think were meant to be funny, and there were some moments that were funny, and you could tell that they were meant to be funny, because this movie isn't. These movies really aren't meant to be like straightforward horror films. They were kind of be. I would say that both of these were kind of like, more horror, but also kind of horror comedy in a way, because there were some moments that the audience was laughing at. There were some moments in part one that I knew, there were scenes where something was happening, and I knew that you weren't supposed to be laughing at it, but people in the audience were laughing. Same way with this one, but I felt like that there were more comedic moments in this one than there was in part one. But I did think that, I did think the funny moments really worked, especially, like I said, Bill Hader, Richie. He's the funniest character in the movie. Now, like I did say, the movie is 3 hours, and I do think that it did kind of drag on a bit at the end. I feel like there was points in the movie where I was kind of like, all right, let's go ahead and wrap it up, because it did get a little bit. I wasn't bored by the movie at all, don't get me wrong. I was just kind of like, alright, they're doing this, and now they're going to do this, and oh no, now they're doing this, and I was kind of like, alright, let's go ahead. But at the same time, I also kind of knew that they wanted to have each character sort of have a good ending of that character. I don't want to give anything away, but so I did like how it ended. I just kind of felt like, if they cut like 10, 20 minutes out of it, I think it would have helped a bit if they sped things up a little bit. But overall, I really did enjoy this movie, and I think that if you enjoyed the first one, you'll enjoy this one. But I will say, I can't recommend this to everyone, because I've noticed that everybody has a mixed opinions about it. I'm hearing some people say they love this movie, and then I'm hearing some people say they think it's garbage. I really do, and I really can't. It's really hard for me in these videos to say, go see this movie, it's great, or don't go. I can't, because everyone has a different opinion. I can only give my opinion, and if if you're someone that watches my videos and you like the type of movies I like, then you might like it. Or that's why I always recommend, before you go out and see a movie, just think about if you would like it, because everyone's gonna have a different opinion on it, and even though somebody might love a movie, you might not like it, and even if somebody doesn't like a movie and hates it, you might love it. So in my opinion, if you liked the first one, I'd say go see this one. That's the only thing. If you didn't like the first one, you're probably not gonna like this one. I'll just say that, but I can't recommend, a movie fully because I feel like that everybody's opinion is different. So for me, if you like the first one and if you want to see this one, go see it. Keep an open mind about it, and you might enjoy it, you might not. I will say though that there is a scene at the beginning that people have been talking about. I don't know if there's a hate crime scene at the beginning, and I know that the director came out and said that it was essential to the story. I thought it was unnecessary personally. I'm not one of those people that gets offended by scenes like that. It doesn't bother me. I just kind of felt like it didn't have any purpose. It didn't connect to the other scenes in the movie. It just kind of felt like it was just kind of unnecessary. But there is something that happens near the end of the movie. I don't want to give away, but there is something that happens at the end of the movie that I think I would just say is related to the opening scene in a way. But that's as far as I'll go. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. Like I said, if you liked the first movie, you'll probably like this one. If you didn't like it, then you probably didn't like it. But I will say, go at it with an open mind. If you think you will like it, go see it. But I'm not going to flat out say, yeah, go see it. I can only give my opinion on it and say, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed both of them. I'm looking forward to rewatching it when it comes out. I'm not going to go back and see it in theaters a second time because, like I said, it was 3 hours, and I mean, it was good. It was worth. I really enjoyed it, but I just think it kind of dragged on a bit. But I really did enjoy it. I do plan on rewatching that, and I do plan on rewatching Part 1 in October or probably in September. And I also plan on revisiting the TV movie as well because I actually really enjoyed the TV movie as well. And I will be talking about both of those when I do my Horror Fest 2019 videos. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or join my movie collecting Facebook group, links will be down in the description box below. And let me know, what are your thoughts on It Chapter 2? Have you seen it? Do you plan on going to see it? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a great Saturday.